Hello and welcome to Practical English Studio. I'm your host, Chris. Have you ever noticed that you know you're stressed before you've even had a chance to think about it? Maybe your palms started to sweat, or you felt a strange knot in your stomach, perhaps a tightness in your chest. We're all taught about the 5 external senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. But we often overlook the most important one: interoception. Let's repeat that word together. Interoception. That's I-N-T-E-R-O-C-E-P-T-I-O-N, interoception. This is our body's internal sense, a secret language your organs and nervous system use to tell your brain exactly what's happening beneath your skin right now. Today, we're learning to listen to what your body has been trying to tell you your whole life. And to help us do that, we have a very special guest. Joining us today is a guest whose work is truly at the forefront of understanding the mind-body connection. Jessica is a renowned wellness expert.
Thanks for having me, Chris. It's a pleasure to be here.
So, let's start with the basics. You heard my introduction. What exactly is interoception?
That's a great place to start. Interoception isn't just a vague feeling. It's a complex data processing system that's constantly running in the background. Think of it like this. Your brain is a CEO, and it's constantly receiving real-time data from all its departments. From the heart, it gets information about your heart rate and blood pressure, which might signal excitement or fear. From the lungs, it senses your breathing patterns. Are they deep and calm, or short and rapid, indicating anxiety? From the gut, often called the second brain, it receives signals about hunger, fullness, and even those gut feelings of intuition. All these streams of information are integrated to create a moment-by-moment picture of your internal world. It's the biological basis for how you feel.
So, it's like an internal messaging service.
Exactly. These messages are physiological reactions. For our listeners, these are very familiar sensations. For example, a racing heart before a big presentation, or shortness of breath when you're feeling overwhelmed.
Right? That knot in your stomach? I think we all know that one.
That's a classic. Or muscle tension in your shoulders after a long day at your desk. All of these physical feelings are data. They are your body communicating with you.
So, these physiological reactions are the words in this secret language.
Precisely. And what's fascinating is that everyone has a unique body map of where emotions live physically. For one person, anger might feel like heat in their face and clenched fists. For another, it might be a tight jaw and a churning stomach. Learning your personal body map is the first step to mastering interoception.
A body map for emotions. I love that idea. It sounds like something we can actually practice and get better at.
You absolutely can. It's a skill. And I have a simple exercise we can all try right now to start developing that skill.
Fantastic. Listeners, if you're in a place where you can do so safely, please join us in this. Jessica, lead the way.
Okay, let's pause for a moment. Sit comfortably and rest your hands in your lap. Don't check your pulse with your fingers. Just close your eyes. And try to feel your heart beating simply by focusing your attention on the inside of your body. Where do you feel it? In your chest, your neck? Maybe you feel the pulse in your ears? Or does it feel silent? Okay, you can gently open your eyes. This ability is called interoceptive accuracy, how accurately you can sense your internal signals. And the good news is, it's a skill you can strengthen with practice, just like a muscle.
That's powerful. The idea that you can practice and improve your interoceptive accuracy. How does this connect to our mental health, especially in a professional context?
It's deeply connected. Let's talk about anxiety. For many people with anxiety, the brain misinterprets these physical signals. It receives a signal of a slightly faster heartbeat and treats it as a false alarm for danger.
A false alarm, right. So your body says, I'm a little nervous, but your brain hears, we are in terrible danger.
Exactly, and that triggers the full stress response. But by improving your interoception, you can learn to notice that faster heartbeat and say, okay, that's just my body responding to the pressure of this deadline. It's not a catastrophe. This gives you the power to regulate your emotional response.
That makes perfect sense. What about burnout? That's a huge issue in the workplace.
Burnout is often linked to something we could call interoceptive numbing. This is when we consciously or unconsciously silence our body's signals. We ignore hunger to finish a report. We push through exhaustion to attend one more meeting. We suppress the urge to stand up and stretch because we feel chained to our desks. We ignore the eye strain from staring at a screen for hours, or the tension headache that's slowly building. In a culture that often glorifies hustle, we treat these signals as inconveniences to be powered through. Over time, the brain learns to tune out these signals altogether.
Interoceptive numbing. We're so busy we stop listening.
Until the body has to scream to be heard, and that's when burnout hits. This all ties into emotional regulation. There's a popular phrase in therapy, name it to tame it. By recognizing a physical sensation early, like the tension in your jaw, you can name the emotion behind it. I am feeling frustrated. That simple act can prevent a full-blown emotional outburst.
Name it to tame it. So identifying the physical sensation is the key to managing the emotion.
It is, and the biological pathway for this is the vagus nerve. Think of the vagus nerve as the information superhighway between the body and the brain. It's constantly sending these interoceptive signals upward. A healthy, well-regulated nervous system depends on this highway being clear.
The vagus nerve. Another key term for our listeners. This is all so fascinating. Let's move into some reflection. For our audience listening right now, what's a question they can ask themselves to start applying these ideas?
A great question to start with is, what is my body's default response to stress? Do you hold your breath? Do you clench your jaw? Does your stomach get tight? Just start by noticing your unique pattern.
Noticing your default response. I like that. Here's another one for you, Jessica. If your body were a car's dashboard, what's a common warning light that people tend to ignore?
That's a fantastic analogy. I would say the low fuel level or low state of charge light. We treat exhaustion like an inconvenience, so we override it with caffeine and sugar. But that light is blinking for a reason. It's a crucial piece of data about your physical and mental state.
So, what's a simple, everyday tool our listeners can use to check their dashboard?
I recommend what I call the temperature check. It's a quick 10-second pause you can do anywhere, at your desk, in a meeting, waiting in line. You just pause and quickly scan 3 things: your breathing, your jaw, and your stomach. Is your breath shallow? Is your jaw tight? Is your stomach clenched?
The temperature check. Breathing, jaw, stomach. Simple, memorable, and practical. That's a great point. It's about building a habit of awareness. You mentioned the vagus nerve earlier as the superhighway of information. For our listeners who want to go a step further, are there ways we can actively strengthen that highway to improve what's called vagal tone?
That's an excellent question, and the answer is a resounding yes. Think of vagal tone as a measure of how strong and responsive your vagus nerve is. It's like measuring the signal strength of your body's Wi-Fi. A high vagal tone means you have a strong, clear connection, allowing your body to relax quickly after a stressful event. This strong connection is crucial for interoception because it ensures that the data from your body, your heart rate, your breathing, is transmitted to the brain clearly and without static. This is where it gets really exciting. We can actively improve this signal strength. One of the most powerful and accessible tools is controlled, slow breathing. When you exhale longer than you inhale, you directly stimulate the vagus nerve and trigger your body's relaxation response. A simple pattern is to inhale for a count of 4 and exhale for a count of 6 or 8. So, for example, if you're feeling that racing heart before a big presentation, taking just a few of these slow, long exhales can immediately boost that signal and help you feel calm.
That's a fantastic practical tip. So, slow, extended exhales can actively help us regulate our nervous system. Jessica, this has been incredibly insightful. Before we wrap up, could you give our listeners the top 3 takeaways from our conversation today? The 3 most important things to remember about interoception.
It's not about fixing it immediately. The goal is just awareness. The act of noticing is the most important step. My top 3 takeaways would be these. First, listen before your body has to scream. Pay attention to the quiet whispers, the slight tension, the shallow breath, so they don't have to become roars of pain or burnout.
Okay, listen to the whispers. Number 1.
Second, connect the feeling to its location in the body. Instead of just saying, I'm stressed, try saying, I feel stress as a tightness in my chest. This creates a little bit of distance and gives you more information to work with. It makes the feeling less overwhelming.
Connect feeling to location. Got it. And the 3rd?
And third, practice small moments of awareness daily. You don't need an hour of meditation. Use the temperature check. Try the heartbeat exercise. These small moments add up and rebuild the connection between your mind and your body.
Wonderful. Listen to the whispers, connect feeling to location, and practice small moments of awareness. Jessica, thank you so much for sharing your expertise with us today.
It was my absolute pleasure, Chris. Thanks again for having me.
As you turn off this podcast and go about your day, ask yourself this: what is my body trying to tell me right now that I haven't been willing to hear? Thank you for joining us on this journey inside yourself. Until next time, here on Practical English Studio.